My name is Antoinette Miles, and I'm the State Director for New Jersey Working Families Alliance. We are an organization that encompasses not only some of the largest labor unions in the state of New Jersey, like CWA and 32BJ, SCIU, but also many community-based organizations and advocacy and grassroots organizations throughout the state. And so fundamentally here today, I am here to speak on behalf of not just the OPRA users, but the taxpayers and the working families that depend on government transparency to advance transformative and meaningful policies and to understand what government is doing to stop waste, fraud, and abuse. I want to be very, very clear here today that there were some amendments that were made that address some concerns, but this version of the bill still will fatally weaken the Open Public Records Act and dramatically reduce the ability for the public to access records. And I really think that we should stop calling this OPRA reform and call it NOPRA, which is No Open Public Records Act, because that is what this bill is fundamentally doing. I think that when the New Jersey comptroller, esteemed as he is saying, listen, I think that this law is flawed. And when 81% of voters are saying, listen, we do not want to have public records limited in such a way that penalizes and punishes the public, I think that you ought to really listen. And so I think that yesterday we heard from many, folks speak on behalf of custodians. I worked in the public sector for 3 years for the federal government. I am not a stranger to having the public, come up to you and ask questions and ask for information, right? And I'm sympathetic to those custodians. But when you have a mayor come up and say, and I'm paraphrasing, that too much sunshine causes cancer, what I really want to say is what causes cancer is government secrecy. And so I want to hone in specifically, and as I wrap up my comments, on some of the amendments that have been put forth and why they are problematic, as my colleagues have been saying. Creating a system of haves and have-nots where commercial requesters can essentially pay to jump to the front of the line. I think a lot of custodians are going to be troubled by that, frankly. And under the guise of thinking that we're addressing commercial requests, I think a lot of custodians in local government are going to be concerned about that. And then also, once again, having it so that agencies can sue taxpayers
and
with their
time,
taxpayer
if you can
funds.
wrap it up, please.
Absolutely. I think that we must be clear that that is what corporations with deep pockets do. Corporations sue individuals. Our government should not be allowed to move forward in suing individuals. And so please, I urge you today to not pass this bill. Please go back to the drawing board and act in the public interest. We're happy to work with you to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.